As a married couple living in the most expensive city in Canada, there are many things we do to reduce our living costs. This is our grocery budget challenge. This past week on our budget challenge was easier than the one before. We went to my mom's for dinner on Saturday, where we ate incredibly well, and we came home with leftovers from dinner, spaghetti that she specifically made for us to take home, and some groceries, and we're so grateful. Island City Baking multigrain sourdough bread, some Japanese-style sausages with mozzarella, 1 tomato, and more sriracha. This may make our grocery budget challenge less extreme, but it also makes it sustainable for us because it's a huge change to go from meat every day to no meat or almost no meat every day. We used to get food delivery once every week or every second week because we were too tired to cook, and now we push ourselves to plan better or settle for less. We didn't live lavishly, but we lived comfortably. And this is a new life that we've chosen for 4 months. It's pushed me to learn how to cook new things like chickpeas and make the most out of basic veggies. It's surprising how delicious our homemade meals were this week, especially our chili soup, which was made with a variety of pan-fried veggies, 1 can of chili-style beans, our frozen spicy fat from Hot Pot a couple weeks ago, and our frozen boiled potatoes. Other highlights were our garlic bread and our chocolate zucchini cake. I had a recipe for chocolate zucchini cake that required 1 cup of oil. That's not in our budget anymore, so I found a new one that has no butter or oil and used applesauce instead. It's challenging to see our pantry slowly be depleted and know that it will likely be difficult to restock on our budget. It's something that we've anticipated from the beginning, but it still feels strange in the moment. Last week there were many herbal teas. This week we're on our final few for some varieties, and chances are we will not restock. I both look forward and dread learning what it feels like to go without. This budget challenge is teaching us how to appreciate all the little luxuries we've become accustomed to, and we're grateful to be on this journey. Let's see what's changed in our pantry this week. This is how much sugar we've used in the last week. We've used a cup of brown sugar, some more flour, gone through 1 750 milliliter jar of rice, some more of our baking soda, and that's all for this pantry. In here, we have less of our tea, quite a bit less of our coffee filters. We're on the new dates, and I've used a bit of chickpeas and none of the other beans yet. And we have our new additions, which we showed you guys earlier. In this pantry over here, we broke down the extra box of pasta we had up there, and now this is all of our pasta here. It's approximately 7 to 8 pounds worth of dried pasta. We have our oats, our canned goods. We used 1 can of chili. This is our garlic. We still have some. And our peanut butter level. Our honey level has gone down a little bit. So we've started 1 new bottle of oil and another paper towel. This is the new bottle of oil. This is actually the old bottle of oil, which I've added chili flakes to. So now this is chili oil. Our banana tray. And we currently have 2 onions. And for the fridge, no eggs, chickpea water, have cooked zucchini, some cooked chickpeas, pasta, banana pancakes, and some chocolate zucchini cake. And then this is a failed salmonberry jam, salmonberry pulp. Still have gochujang, some bread, our carrot levels, our 1 green apple. We no longer have any butter. Our cheese drawer with our teeny tiny piece of Parmesan cheese. This is our level of sriracha before we move on to the other one. Japanese style sausages. And this is how much milk we currently have. Lots has changed in the freezer. We still have our bones. We now have frozen spaghetti next to my mom, cooked zucchini, cooked lentils. If there's not cheese on sale, we'll probably take this cheese out of the freezer for this week. We've used 2 chicken broths. We still have our lentil soup. And we've used 1 cup of our frozen applesauce. This is our frozen peas, no longer frozen corn. We have lentil carrot pasta. We still have the lentil potato balls. Still have our sweet peas, sweet potatoes, more frozen lentils. And I've started this new bag of veggie scraps for veggie broth. The rest is the same, minus 1 bag of salmon berries. We'll go into our sheets and we'll have a look at what we're working with. Okay, so we're moving into February. We've got 140 for the month, so I think that's 35 a week for food, and we have our $20 for household goods for the month. So this week, things that we really need are milk, eggs times 2. Maybe what we'll do is we'll just do 35 minus our milk and eggs so that we can see what we're working with. Ooh, milk's gone up a bit. So minus 611 and the deposit. Eggs have stayed the same, which is nice. Wow, after milk and eggs, we only have $20.61 to work with. Wow. Okay, let's go through the flyer. So we have quite a few things on our list that we've run out of or we're running low on that I would like to restock on. So let's have a look through the flyer and then we'll go search for those things. Ooh, this is a really good deal for our beef. It's half our budget. I feel like that's a potential. I feel like this is nice. I don't know if that'll fit. We'll just put that in there just in case. Lowest price deals, let's see. This is actually really good, but we don't need this right now. $4. This used to be like the regular price. Now that's almost half. Ooh, I was kind of hoping for some tomatoes potentially. Been missing tomatoes. We should consider this. Aylmer's diced canned tomatoes. Because we have beans and then we'll need tomato stuff to make chili. Ooh, pink salmon. No, because I think we should get the bigger one and it would be a better deal. Or ooh, 50-cent limes. I've been hoping for some citrus. If we weren't doing the budget challenge, I would think this is like such a great deal. It's not a bad deal. $6.23 for 2.5 pounds of peppers. But sometimes Kin's has them for 99 cents a pound. We still have some frozen ones, so we're okay. I feel like this is good. $7 for 5 pounds of sweet potatoes. Soon we will need rice. This is a good price on buldak. There ain't no way that's fitting in our budget though. This is a good price for red onions, I think. We can consider, because we can potentially make pickled red onions, which we'll probably really like. But I tend to buy them thinking I'll do that and not do it. This is a good day for the flyer. So things we're really looking for this week are bananas, some fruit, milk and eggs, 2 cartons of eggs. Let's take the bananas out of our budget right now. Interesting, so bananas have gone up. Milk has gone up, bananas have gone up. Oh my gosh, we're just being squashed here. Okay, so milk, $6.11, the deposit, eggs, maybe we'll do 1 bunch of bananas. $18.63. Ooh, that kind of hurts. Wow, I never knew the bananas would feel like such a precious item. Let's look at our coupons. $1 worth of points for any purchase of these items. I don't think we buy these. This one we could consider. I think we've had this one, no name sockeye salmon before, like the wild one, and it didn't look as nice as the other ones. I did like a comparison. Okay, well, that's disappointing. We'll have a quick look at the Walmart flyer to see if it's worth going. It's gonna have to be a really good deal to get us to come in. Okay, this is pretty good for yogurt, $2.27, but this is the one that's quite sour, which we don't really mind, but probably not worth it for $1 savings. Our honey! This is really good for our honey. It's just like, it's not really a honey week. If there's one more really good deal, Walmart will be appealing. Okay, well, let's just check out their Parmesan cheese. Doesn't look like they have it in stock. Oh yes, also Kin's. Let's look at the daily deals real quick. 6 pounds of onions for $3. But they started that on Monday, so there probably aren't any good ones left. But that would be really good for us. That would be giving us double the onions. Side note, green cabbage is a great deal. Starting February 6th for 49 cents a pound. Let's look through the veggies and the fruit. You have to get into the frugal mindset. I still have the old mindset where I'm just like, ooh, that's a good deal, but it's now luxury items. No. What about apples? What kind of apples are these? If these are Red Delicious, I feel like we don't like the texture of Red Delicious. This is the Red Delicious. That's looking kind of similar. Okay, well, let's hope that this is not a Red Delicious. Let's put that on the list. Oh, this really is a challenge. This would be good. $4.50 for the salsa. Okay, now let's look for what we need. So let's have a quick look at what we're working with. After the milk, eggs, and bananas, we have $18.63 minus the beef and the tomatoes. And the lime, we have $5.26. We don't have vegetables in there, nor do we have butter, nor do we have fruit. I feel like the beef isn't gonna fit, even though it is a good deal. $18.63 minus $1.99, the tomatoes and the lime. That's looking a lot better. $16.14. Okay, so things we're really looking for: more corn. $4 for 700 grams. $2.70 a pound for our corn. I feel like corn's only worth it for $3.50 for us. Other things we really want, maybe sour cream. $3. Only thing is, we really do need some veggies. We don't even have onions in yet. We probably will want onions. We do have a lot of frozen vegetable stuff in the freezer. Yeah, maybe our veg this week will mostly be carrots and what we have frozen. If we do Mexican style, will we need garlic? We'll definitely need the onion, won't we? Okay, this is, yeah, let's see how that fits. Okay, let's go again. 35 minus 611 for the milk deposit, minus 808 for 2 cartons of eggs, minus 198 for 1 bunch of bananas, minus 199 for 1 can of tomatoes, minus 50 cents for a single lime, minus $8 for apples, $4.50 for salsa, minus $2.99 for sour cream. That works. Oh no, that doesn't have the red onions. What about we try to make it on 1 dozen eggs? That was difficult. Okay, there's plus our eggs minus the red onions. Okay, what we have left over is 69 cents. And that's that. Now that we have our list, let's shop. We went to Superstore. We got 1 bunch of bananas at the increased price of 78 cents a pound, 1 lime for 50 cents. We planned to get a 6-pound bag of imperfect apples for $7.99, but they weren't in store, so we got a 5-pound bag of apples for the same price. The 3-pound bags of onions looked terrible, but we found one acceptable bag. It was advertised as $4. We got 1 642 milliliter jar of medium salsa for $4.50, a 796 milliliter can of diced tomatoes for $1.99, 500 milliliters of 14% sour cream for $2.99, 1 dozen extra large eggs for $4.04, and we got a 4-liter jug of whole milk, which was listed for $6.11 online and $5.98 in person, and scanned as $6.11. Another thing that happened was our onions weren't able to be found in self-checkout, so we asked for help and they ended up charging us $2.94, saving us $1.06, for a total of $33.25. After we went shopping, we decided to make some pickled onions with the red onions that we bought. Deep in the dried goods pantry, we have some vinegar, which we're going to use to make the pickled onions. We really like pickled onions, but I find them a little intimidating to make. So I'm glad I'm finally making them. We're excited to try them throughout the week. See you next time for an update.